not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted. Playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest. The real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On first down, Tannehill. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Brown has the first down and much more as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down, Foreman, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 36, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing, Heineke.
Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
14, he's going deep. Get him. He's coming. There you go, get down.
On third down, Fitzpatrick being chased out left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down.
Give me some. Here we go. Switch. Check three.
And they're indeed going. Here's Heineke. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Second and 11. Now it's Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. To throw is Tannehill. He completes it to Jones. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We're scoreless after one. Tannehill on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still 9 remaining on second down. The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a third down and 8. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. From the gun, here's Tannehill.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Now the extra point try forthcoming.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. A big play there. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Tannehill's throw into the hands of Firkser here.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
42 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
Open is Swaim, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
1:55 left to go in the first half of play. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he will have a Titans first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
2nd and 12.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill. There he goes, right side. The 20, 10, 5.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Hilliard will elect to not return it. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Off the play fake, Heineke.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, color. Here we go. Kill.
Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick
Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this.
This will be caught by Brown. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again is Tannehill. On the move to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they can't bring him down. And now off to the races down the right side. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And his first carry, he loses the football. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They'll go again with McKissick. And that'll move him a little
closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Fitzpatrick to throw it. This is caught. And he is out of bounds here.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They'll run it with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jonathan Williams. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Tannehill. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Second and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Washington on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's Heineke. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Drop deep, drop deep. Go ahead. Let's go. 41's the mic. I got one. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check safety. Check.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. Dancing to his left. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 56 yards. And
when he has tried me, I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire?